How many of you have gone the opposite way than where God told you to go? Well, we got some liars too. Every one of us has had a point in our life where we know we were going the opposite direction as to where God wanted us to go, and we went because we liked it. We wanted whatever was down there in Tasha, we wanted to go down there. Because there was something down there we wanted. Am I the only one in there been a sinner? You don't have a problem talking about your having been a sinner when you've been saved. Some of y'all still going down to Tosh. Some of you are so far from the will of God that everywhere you go, trouble comes. You know that God called you out of sin. You know that there's a calling. Your grandma anointed you at the altar, and your papa lifted you up to God, and somebody spoke in your life and told you there's a call of God. You don't have to be called to the pulpit. Most of us are called to the altar, and now you've been running from God. My message today is running man. Stand still. I know we got some running folk in here today. You've been called to ministry. You've been called to a sanctified life, and you keep dipping and you keep dabbling. You make one step forward and two steps backward, and you wonder why your boat is rocking. Because you're a running man. You can't be in the club and in the prayer meeting. Can't be in God's house and the whole house. Can't get drunk in the spirit and then go drunk off spirits. Come on, you can't be high in the spirit and high on the drug. It's time for change. Change will not happen unless you change your position. Stop running. Where are you going? To hell. That's where you're going. You're going to go down to Joppa, hire you a ship, going down. You want to go party? If everything you've done so far has not satisfied, try Jesus. If you tried everything and everything has failed, try Jesus. If you tried him and her and him, flipped it and dipped it, try Jesus. Try Jesus. Running man, it's time to stand. Stand still and know that salvation of God is with you. Face your Red Sea, and by faith, believe God to walk across on dry ground. You got mud between your toes, because you've been running in the muck and the mire of life. It's time to just stand still and know that God is God. I'm telling you today, this message is to the church. It's time to stop dilly-dallying and dipping and tipping and playing in between. And I'm not talking about your little stuff. I'm just talking about tell God yes and mean it. Stop lying. What are you talking about, Billy White? I said stop lying. Talking about you giving your all to God, and every time you look around, you making decisions for yourself. If you are driving, God is not your co-pilot. Either God's going to have the head of your life, either God is in control or you're in control. He never took our will. We have to yield our will. God's not going to put you out of the car. It's your life. But you can tell him, Father, you take the steering. I'll sit in the back or on the trunk if that's where you want me to be. But I want to get to where you want me to be.